Okay, guys, I have got some really great stuff for you today. I'm Christine Till, the marketing mentoress, and think about this. Crack the code to daily pay and a six-figure income, all in just 2 focused hours a day. So do you think you could do that with what you're doing with your online marketing? I tried to do online marketing I eliminated that word from my vocabulary. It is no longer being used. I have been working very hard for the last 13 years with my marketing online. And I started with learning LinkedIn and became very good with LinkedIn. So I've been coaching people on how to use LinkedIn. In fact, I used LinkedIn to get to build my email list. So if you don't have a list, you need to build one. You really need to build one. And most all my sales come through my email list. So like for everything that I'm doing, not just my daily pay. So if you want to know how to get paid every day in your bank account, I can show you how to do that. There's a special map that we have that everybody follows. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. We have videos, play, stop, do, and free copy and paste ads. But I'm not here to brag about all of that at the moment because I just want to tell you a little bit about my story, because when I started doing this, I'm a boomer. I didn't grow up with tech, had no idea. I wasn't on any social media, none of that. So I had a lot to learn about online marketing. I was raised on a ranch, but on the ranch, we had to literally run everywhere to get all the chores done, right? Well, with the new digital online programs that there are available to us, we can just work from our home office and we can have multiple streams of income, and we can be working on these multiple streams of income all the time. But one of the things I wanted to share with you today is the fact that so many of us, so many of the people that I meet through the connections I make online have not been watching what they say. When you speak, your subconscious mind hears what you speak, and it can't sort out anything. So everything you say, everything you speak goes right into your subconscious mind, and it sticks in your subconscious mind. So I learned when I was a child how to master my subconscious mind and make a decision every day to be positive. We had a ranch and there were 6 of us kids. I was the oldest. And we always had 2 to 7 hired men sitting around that breakfast, lunch, and dinner table. Actually, we called it breakfast, dinner, and supper back then. And sometimes there would be men that stopped by, truck drivers with the gas. We called him the gas guy. He had gasoline, purple, bronze, or diesel, that he would fill these big gas tanks that we had sitting up on a great big stand out in the barnyard so that we could fuel up all of our equipment that we used for farming. And so sometimes there would be truck drivers in there with us. So we'd have 15 people sitting around that table many times. Well, my mom was so busy cooking these meals, she didn't have time to fool around with grouchy kids. And so if somebody came up from their bedroom to have breakfast and they were grouching away, and this is a bad day, I'm too tired, and all that kind of thing, then what would happen is my mom would point down the hall to their bedroom and she'd say, you got to go back to your bedroom until you can find your smile. And once you find your smile, you can come back and have breakfast. Well, that only happened one time for each of us, because we learned really fast that if we wanted breakfast, we didn't want to get sent to our room, because by the time we got back, there was no breakfast left. It was eaten. And so you'd invent the oatmeal sandwich or something silly like that. Well, we learned that when you got up in the morning, you put on a smile and you were cheerful. You created great conversation. You weren't grumpy or grouchy. And it was a decision that you made every day. We can make those decisions. And I truly believe in my humble heart that we are exactly where we are in our lives as a direct result of decisions we make and what we speak. So it doesn't matter what happens in life. There's always going to be hiccups along the road. You might get hit with a 10-ton truck and have to go to the hospital and be filled with all kinds of titanium. But how you decide to live the rest of your life is you. It's not the titanium that causes it. It's you and your mind. You decide how you're going to live out your life. And no matter what the handicaps are that life has handed you, it's all in your mind, how you're going to react to all of that. So when you see people going through life and complaining all the time and criticizing and condemning people and things in their lives, they are speaking into existence, into their subconscious mind, exactly what they're going to get. So is that what you want to get? Is what you're speaking what you want to get in your life? There are 2 books that you need to read, Hung by the Tongue and the Tongue, the Creative Force. So The Tongue, the Creative Force and Hung by the Tongue, those are 2 great books to read to help you realize what words are positive words and what words are not so positive. So the word trying is not a good word. You either are doing it or you're trying it, which is basically not doing it, right? You're just leaving it up into the ether. And the chances of the trying getting into being done doesn't always come to fruition because you are confusing your subconscious mind. So I'll tell you a little story. When my husband and I lived in the Vancouver area, he worked in the city and we had 1 car. And we would decide every day who needed the car the most. So if I needed the car to do a bunch of errands and things, then I would drive my husband to work. And then he would come home on the city bus. And then every time we got to the destination, to his workplace, and he would get out and he would say, "Don't forget to get gas." Well, guess what? I would forget to get gas every time he told me that. And so then when we read these books, we realized we needed to change our words, because when you say "don't forget," you're programming your subconscious mind to forget. So we started saying, "Remember to get gas." And so guess what happened? I would remember to get gas. Ha ha ha. And so gradually we've learned to watch our language, watch what we say, because it's so important. If we tell our mind, our subconscious mind, positive things, that's what we're going to get. So if we tell ourselves that I can, I do, I can, I will, I shall not be denied, we will get what we're working toward. So if you've got goals that you want to achieve, you want to accomplish, you just tell yourself that I can, I will, I shall not be denied. So I want to leave those little bit of tidbits with you to help you. And with this, so what I'm doing as a marketing person online and as a LinkedIn coach is helping my clients and other people to use good language that helps them accomplish their goals and realize that what they say and do and think all comes out of their mouth. And it affects everything, the results of everything that you do in your life. So there are hiccups that happen. Like I mentioned earlier, things will come about in your life that you don't create, but it's how you react to those things that is the important thing. I call myself Christine Till, the marketing mentress. And on TikTok, I'm the 6-figure grandma. And you can do whatever you put your mind to doing. If you tell yourself you can't, you're right. If you tell yourself you can, you're right. So which one do you want? And if you'd like to take a look at my 6-figure blueprint and find out how you could make 6 figures in your life too, on just 2 hours of concerted work, constant focused work a day, I'll send you the blueprint if you just put yes in the comments. I look forward to meeting you in person one day.